We had a problem because we're a very busy store at Eataly, at all of our Eatalys, and we would go through a lot of cash. We would have to portion out about 50 different boxes with cash for the different cash registers that we have around the store. And we wanted a way to consolidate that cash and also to eliminate the amount of counting that we had to do at the end of a shift, which took at least sometimes 30, 40 minutes per person. So the solution we went with is a cash recycler from Glory called the CI300, which allows us to automatically create the cash drawers for each of our cashiers or different departments in the morning, where it automatically portions out the money when they log in. So what we've seen so far are the people using the machine really love it, and they're able to save about 30 to 40 minutes per person who used to use a manual counting process. So them just being able to deposit their cash, they can get the receipt and go home, as opposed to sitting there and counting the cash out and making sure everything is right. They can trust what comes out of the Glory machine.
One of the biggest impacts Glory has had is end-to-end traceability. The fact that we can see who deposits what amount at any given time of day, and just seeing full reports at the end of the day is a huge game changer compared to doing it the old-fashioned way. Being in restaurant, retail, and a large marketplace such as the one I work in right now, a lot of the time in the past we'd have to double check everything, double count, and there was a lot of room for human error. Glory eliminates all of that. The fact that we can have a machine that doubles as a counterfeit checker, as a cash counter, a coin counter, and also gives us a full detailed report of what cash was deposited, taken out at the beginning of a shift, at the end of a shift, wherever you might need to find something, it has full reports for end to end. So I would say traceability is the biggest game changer Glory has been so far. Glory has a major impact on efficiency overall, because now what Glory allows is a lot less time counting cash, a lot less time trying to track down where cash might have come from, where it went to. All of that is now eliminated, and the beauty of that is now you have more time, especially in the hospitality industry that we're in, to have your staff spend more time on guest services, more on floor operations. They're not stuck in an office trying to figure out what cash was accounted for when, recounting a box if, say, a cashier or whoever might be handling cash was off at any given time. Then they have more time to actually focus on tasks that will drive your business, as opposed to be stuck doing basically floor-level revenue auditing for a store. So at the end of the day, it's more time with your staff, with your guests, with whoever you need, and that's really invaluable. At the end of the day in each shift, I mean, if you were going in an older system, and no matter what business that handles cash, whether that be a counter service or a restaurant, whatever it might be, if you're handling cash at the end of the day and something's off, it's going to fall on someone. It might be your hourly level person who is actually registered to that cashier drawer at the given day. It might be the manager at the end of the night trying to figure out where cash might have been. So at the end of a given shift, you're saving a half hour to an hour, at least, at minimum, at least on my experience, since we've implemented Glory here. So at the end of a given week, you're saving, up to anywhere to like 7 to 10 hours, and over the course of a year, that's going to add up monumentally. And once again, I mean, that is just more time that to be better used, bettering your business instead of worrying about traceability of where your cash flow is going. So I would say at the end of the year, you're looking at tens to hundreds of hours being repurposed for bigger and better things, or just saving on labor if you prefer to do that. Some other efficiencies that this machine just includes is the fact that it doubles as a safe. Your money is secure and it's easy to count. It's a safe that counts itself. At any point you can get a report to see exactly how much you have on hand in a secure location. So for your deposits to the bank, or just to see what you have on hand if you have to audit internally, that's time saved for you right there, and the human error factor is removed. It also doubles as a counterfeit money checker, as opposed to having to work with pens or do something else that's a little more antiquated. You have a machine that knows right away if something doesn't look right. It puts it in another location for you to assess later and decide what you want to do with it. It's also extremely user-friendly in the sense that you can set security logins for different levels of employees. So if you want to give someone more access or access to more cash, if it's better for your interior operations, whatever your business is, the option's always in there for the administrator to take care of.
Cash perseveres as the most convenient and reliable payment method for many. Glory Global Solutions is a global leader in cash technology solutions. Whether you call it cash handling, cash automation, or cash management, banks, retailers, and cash centers around the world rely on their solutions to enhance staff efficiency, reduce operating costs, and enable a better customer experience.